outside of the racetrack here because it'll be slippery.
Oh, it's very close.
Oh, we got no pedals over in a big way. The reigning champ, the #1.
They head towards Mandarin. This is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamba. How do you do? Oh, no, 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 no. Macau strikes again. And the horrible, horrible sight of Lauren Van Tor.
And something's got to give. And Lewis Leeds keeps his foot into the touch. Oh, no! No! And what a disaster.
Chevette going on the outside and Bushell going on the outside of Pattison. Deegan still got the lead. He's just had a bit of contact with it. And he's turned him round. Pattison's off as well. Look at them going down the Dunlop. Their signs this is home no.
No.
That's huge. Oh, he's just had a massive roll.
Let's have a look at this again. This was the oh dear. Oh my God. Wow.
By far the fastest of the day at over 231 miles per hour, and then this, a frightening crash. Worst I can recall in many, many years. And for Sebastian.
He doesn't really use the safety fencing. He lands on top of it.
Rip it open, right?
Yes, but he landed. Yeah. Oh my! I have never witnessed an accident like that.
Fit, he works out here locally as we ride along on board.
Jamie Green, who's been preferring the inside line. Oh no! That is a nasty impact.
That's a really nasty impact.
We will send you out again. We will send you out again.
So how did this happen?
Okay? It hurts, but I think I'm okay.
It hurts, but I think I'm okay.
I think I'm okay.
Well, and Mike Rockefeller was just an innocent bystander there, but in fairness, Gary could do absolutely nothing, could he?
Done, but he sets it up very nicely for the exit of Parabolica. He could get the move into turn 1 at the Rettifilio. Oh, big accident! Oh my goodness! We're going to get a red flag here, surely, if not a safety car. That is a big one. Watch again now. Maybe we should be able to see the entirety of. Oh, it's a spin from Bauer. That's what triggered it. Bauer spins, clips the 4 and the 66. So that's what caused it. Bauer loses it. Iserman desperately tried to get out of the way.
This could be crucial in terms of pole position. Check
Rodrigo's gone down a massive crash here.
That's Lloyd
and Rodrigo.
He's just drifting wide. He was never going to make it anyway, Matt. He was too wide.
It's the rear that he lost on the curve. Look at this. Oh, poor old Livio Lloyd. Oh, look at the height he gets.
And a whack from the bike for good measure.
On the outside of him is Todd Hazelwood. Oh, trouble. Big trouble at the end of the back straight. And that's a terrible incident. A terrible incident for Hazelwood. Wild card appearances this year. Here's another angle of it. Violent impact. Huge energy dissipated by the tyre barrier.
He's going to go all the way around the outside of Schwartzman. No, he's not, but it's a good start for Finistras. Are we through cleanly? No, we're not. Deforney's being turned round. There was contact with Aubrey and more contact and more contact. It's chaos at the start of this second race of the weekend. Never mind the... Deforney's gone right round the outside there. There's the contact. He's turned round. And now watch the rest of the field trying to avoid it. Some of them being caught out. Some of them intentionally having to drive off the track. And others...
He touched the outside wall of Reservoir Bend. Doesn't look as though there's major damage to the car, but we'll keep you informed as to whether... Oh, no! Oh, mayhem! And there's millions and millions and millions of dollars of damage. Happened, first of all.
We haven't seen what happened.
Augusta Farfus in third place goes through, and it's the police that they come together, and it's Juncadella who may well have been the cause, because Juncadella now backwards, and I think he had a damaged car anyway, but Juncadella is...
Got 5 red lights, the lights go out, let's go racing. All the cars bar one get away, and the one that did not get away and has been really clattered into. Dicton was just sitting there, and
who is going to be absolutely swamped, and it's Bernani leaning on Huff as they go through the long right-hander. Bernani trying to position himself, and the red flags will come out as the two Golfs have made contact heavily. Huff is trying to get alongside. Contact, oh, and that breaks the left suspension of Huff's car. It's both. It's Rob's and Ted's. And you can see why, can't you? That is a big old shunt. That is a very... Oh, look at the wheel! Off
In turn number 1. Other than that, a pretty clean start at Farina's VK.
No contact. Oh, huge wreck. One driver up and huge wreck in Pro Mazda coming.
Peter Aronson tries to get out of the way, but the leader is blocked. And there's contact, and that is Blomshed. A huge moment off into the barriers. The race-leading car is destroyed.
Covering his teammate, Hamilton moves over to cover up Sebastian Vettel, and there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there of Charles Leclerc.
They'll get too deep on the brakes, locked up, and boom.
Wow, just could not stop.
Inside, and they're quite important. I've just done the hot laps down there.
Sorry, Martin, for cover as the car came hurtling towards them.
When we do, as the field has been neutralized, and she had no brakes going into the corkscrew.
And very, very hard into what looks like the end of the pit, and an absolutely enormous damage to the front of that car.
Going to go for it. We've got Heathcote having a look as well at Morocco. Shield there now on the outside. Oh, big green! Got the power down a little bit early coming out of there. That's very worrying. That's not the view that we wanted to see. It causes all sorts of problems. Heathcote's out. He catches Harry King as well, and that's going to be a red flag.
The dark red, and and a spin for David Malukas, and big impact.
Big impact, and as you see there, the rear of the car up. We will look and confirm.
Waiting for the lights to go out. It's a long hold. Who's going to panic first and go for it? So, oh dear, we've lost, unfortunately, the Bullet Racing Mercedes. We've lost a Schrader Motorsport Mercedes, one of the Porsche Caymans, the number 24 KTM Crossbow. It all kicked off. In fact, I think both of the Mercedes at the back.
Alexander Rossi pretty well smoked on the front straightaway. Now Ryan Hunter-Reay is to the inside. Huge crash. Hunter-Reay, Sato. Oh no, and Rossi is in it. A lot of cars. Up in the fence is Rosenquist.
This is disastrous. Here, watch Sato, and then he just turns on him.
Oh, and Hunter-Reay was kind of tight
Rossi
down below.
No steering for Rossi now.
I think everybody was trying to go after the single car toe.
No, it's been a tremendous run so far this season. This is the incident again, by the way, that involved, I'm afraid, Mike Gwash, which is just horrible to watch.
I think we now can show you what happened to Alex Peroni. Oh my goodness me. That is a horrific sight. On the inside, will they make the corner? No, they won't. Absolutely everywhere. There's a spin for Louis Delatraz in the middle with the rest of the field, and Matsushita heavily into the wall, and he's again by Nikita Mazepin. Big impact into the Tech Pro.
It'll be interesting to see if Tsunoda can actually get his head down. Don't count out Nattori either, as we see Christian Hahn all the way around. He takes out Jack Doohan.
Jack Doohan, who's gone rolled upside down, a flip. That is a very dangerous move there. Hopefully both drivers are all right. As
able to slide that car around. Oh, Fola.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness me. That was never going to be good. That is a terrible, terrible image.
You feel very quick at the opening split, as I mentioned.
No.
That is Tanak then very much off the road.
That's still going.
Take a deep breath, everybody. He's absolutely committed. He hits the wall, first of all, on the right-hand side, and that breaks.
Final time, Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Wow. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line.
Here comes a huge run by Ryan Blaney, being pushed by Denny Hamlin. He tries to go to the outside, then the inside. They lock bumpers and turns Ryan Newman around. Upside down he goes. Corey LaJoie coming along, making contact.
We
go. And were they tagged slightly, or there was that? Well, that's hard to tell, but I'm not sure if they were tagged slightly or if that was just a mechanical fail.
Boy, do they need the 93 Marquez back. Oh, dear me! What's happened here? Oh, a huge crash! Oh, goodness! That is Franco Morbidelli's Yamaha.
At least he knows he's in place.
Look at the speed. Watch Valentino Rossi here. Watch that.
My goodness me.
Goodness. That on board with Valentino. Watch this. This is going to be horrendous. Out the right-hand side. Oh, my goodness me. The Chargers connect now, get something inside of Remy Gardner, who's just a little... Oh, high side for the World Championship leader, and that's a dangerous, dangerous place to be crashing. Please get out of the circuit. Look at all these riders. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, it's exactly what you don't want to see.
I think he's seen that there's an incident, and he's actually gone left. He's gone right, sorry, instead of left.
Nothing. What could he do?
Oh, my goodness me.
Look at the motorcycles.
Vediamo. Cerchiamo di capire cosa è successo. Qui no,
sembra tutto da solo. Potrebbe o ha perso la vettura o un problema meccanico. Non escluderei.
Battling. We join this battle live. Nothing between the two of them. Oh, and that's a big crash into the wall. At turn 3.
Are absolutely fine. Here's a replay from the rear end of Kyoto.
Oh, huge crash. Huge hit in Luca Kyoto. Okay, that in real time.
A lovely picture of the guardrail there. A nice... Oh! Goodness me! Goodness me! Marcin Hua.
File their way through, and Lance Stroll going off the track already, and is that damage for Lando Norris? That's certainly damage, and a big fire there!
Goes wide. Now this is after turn 3, and you see Grosjean, one car out there, and then Grosjean to the right-hand side.
No wonder the fuel came out of it.
Yeah.
I said the fuel was in the middle of the car, and it's literally...
Whoa! And he's just gone...
It is a key problem if you start trapping the drivers in there effectively.
As we see a replay of the... We'll be looking at this after the race. Martin Donnelly, by the way, the race steward for this weekend.
Il y a une grosse bagarre.
Wow.
Ouh là là.
Oh, attention! Oh, le crash terrible! Le crash terrible de Sacha Botman! Le crash terrible!
Riuscito a scavalcare Brajnik. C'è un bruttissimo contatto con...
Only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my... Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, Piquet is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight. Is Iko Kari, I'll explain why in a moment. Now this is Tveter, it was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel, he's back on the track, and Peter Lee is just unsighted. Straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air, Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together.
Staying out longer than everyone else. They talked about a wing adjustment. They vetoed that wing adjustment and a crash on the track.
Huge crash on the front straightaway. Looks like Connor Daly and I believe Joseph Newgarden. You see with which Connor's car snaps. Watch this. He gets loose and now he's going to correct.